Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Brett James back again with another video. And I'm happy to say that today's the first day of the 2019-2020 NBA regular season. I am enthused, I am ecstatic, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are. It's finally here, the wait's over. Now, I am happy to say that I am going to be adding a new element to the channel. Once a week, I'm going to be doing these types of videos. They're a little more laid back. I'm not really going to be doing as much editing in terms of adding in clips. Like I said, these videos are just gonna be a lot more laid back, and it's gonna be called Around the NBA. These videos are gonna be specifically just me actually talking about the NBA as a whole and everything kind of going on, just giving my thoughts and opinions so I can kind of hit on a lot of different topics, because typically I like to stick with one topic, and those videos will still be coming out on a weekly basis as well. I'm going to try my best to, at least, and those ones will be the ones that are a little more formal and the ones that I put in clips and everything. Let's just stop wasting time, man, and let's just hop right into the video though. Alright, now this last week heading into the regular season, there has been plenty of contract extensions going on, and I'm going to hit on some of those right now. Joe Ingles, 1 year, $14 million contract extension with the Jazz. I love it. I'm saying he's always been a solid role player. Defend, get to the basket, pass. He's just a great team player and he knows how to play the game. Love that move by Utah. And speaking of Utah, they extended Quinn Snyder, one of the better young coaches in the NBA as well. I'd compare him to like Brad Stevens, but in the West. Very well respected coach. He was a Coach of the Year candidate 2 years ago. I like that move a lot by Utah. Domantas Sabonis got a 4-year, $79 million contract extension with Indiana. I like that. He's not too cheap, but he's not like ridiculously overpaid either. Sabonis, a great young piece, good talent, and I like what they're building over there in Indiana, especially once Oladipo gets back. Now they got Brogdon, and they still got Miles Turner. I like the core that they're building there, and I think that's a good move by Indiana. And then you got Jaylen Brown, a 4-year, $115 million contract extension. Get out of here with that. That is some BS. Jaylen Brown does not need to be getting paid $115 million. What has he done in his young NBA career to prove that he's worth $115 million? Get out of here with that, okay? Danny Ainge has 3 max contract players. Gordon Hayward, bum, at the moment. We'll see what he does this year, but I don't expect anything. Kemba Walker, great, one of the top point guards of the league. That's fine. Now you got Jaylen Brown getting paid $115 million. Then you got Jason Tatum eventually coming up on contract extension. They're going to have to work a lot of cap space to get this right in the East, and I just don't see them competing right now with the Bucks and the Sixers, so I think that's a stupid move to give Brown that type of money, but whatever, we'll see if that works out. I doubt it. Another name in the talks of the extensions were DeJounte Murray. He was supposed to have a promising season last year with the Spurs before he went down with that ACL injury after Tony Parker had decided to move on from the Spurs and he went to the Hornets. I think Murray has a lot of potential. I think he's going to be great this year. It's going to take some pressure off Looney Walker to be the guy in the point guard in San Antonio. And they've still got other great pieces with DeRozan. And now that Pau Gasol's gone, though. But the Spurs are still going to be competing in the West for an 8 seed. Hopefully they don't miss out on the playoffs because it's Greg Popovich and the Spurs. We love seeing that team and how they compete every single year. But Murray, 4-year, $64 million. Great signing. Not overpriced. I think he's a great player. I love that. And then you got Pascal Siakam. He was kind of holding off on talks because they had offered him like $115 million, I believe. But he got that $130 million contract extension. Great signing again by the Raptors after losing out on Kawhi this offseason, which it was expected, especially even the year before when they traded for him. They kind of knew he was a one and done. But I like that they didn't just completely rebuild this team after Kawhi left. They saw the potential with Siakam. He's probably going to be an all-star this year. Granted, the East is a joke, but Siakam's a great player. Okay, they gave Kyle Lowry that $31 million contract extension. He won't be a free agent until 2021. But this team right now, I love the way that they're loaded. I still think that they're going to have a shot to be competitive in the East. I don't see them competing technically for like an Eastern Conference Finals or even another Finals appearance, but they're still going to be a solid team in the East. Great move by the Raptors. Another big name as well was Bradley Beal, who signed another max extension with the Washington Wizards. I think that's a fantastic move as well. Now, on Bradley Beal's end, I'm looking at it, and I'm indifferent because if I'm Bradley Beal, I love the fact that he was able to stay in DC. He wanted to build his legacy there, and I respect that, especially for small market teams. I love that he wants to stay in DC and build that culture, but at the same time, the Wizards are pitiful. Like, there's no other way to put it. They're not going to have John Wall at all this year. And they don't really have any other building pieces to build around with Bradley Beal. He's going to be the guy every night to maybe lead them to 30 wins if they're lucky. I mean, this team's a joke, but I respect Bradley Beal, and I'm happy for him. I'm glad he got that money. Another pretty bad team that I'm going to mention is the New York Knicks. They picked up Frank Ntilikina's player option, $6 million. Nothing special. I mean, whatever. Who really cares? But that's that for Frank Ntilikina. One name I am going to say, though, that I think a guy got underpaid was Buddy Hield. This man took off last year with the Sacramento Kings, but Buddy Hield elevated his game to over 20 points per game. He was already one of the better three-point shooters coming out of college, and he proved that last year. Buddy Hield went off. A 4-year, $86 million. I definitely think that's underpaid. If he should be getting 115, not Jaylen Brown, I'll say that. Okay? I mean, I guess Buddy Hield's not technically a $115 million player yet, but he definitely has proven much more in his young NBA career than Jaylen Brown over in Boston. But whatever, Boston's got money, I guess Sacramento doesn't. Two other topics I kind of wanted to briefly hit up was Zion Williamson. Now, Zion, of course, we all wanted to see him opening night. It was going to be nationally televised, but he's out with a knee injury. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. That's a huge blow, no pun intended, to the NBA, to Zion, and his chances at maybe a Rookie of the Year award. I still think Zion's going to be a dominant player in this league. He does need to cut some weight, though, eventually. Get down to maybe that 260, 250 range where he can still be the big dominant force that he can be, but his knees are going to give up on him in his short NBA career if he does not drop some weight. That does suck for the Pelicans. They're probably not even going to have a chance now at all for even an 8 seed in the West, knowing that Zion's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Another player I definitely wanted to hit on was Joe Johnson. He was in the Big Three dominating, and the Detroit Pistons gave him a shot at back in an NBA career. Nothing but love for Joe Johnson. I definitely want to see a return to the NBA for him. Same thing with Carmelo Anthony. I'd love to see that, but teams just don't want him, I guess. He just got waived by the Detroit Pistons. It is what it is. Hopefully a contender will pick him up. Any other team that's kind of in that middle of the pack contention team, I'd love to see Joe Johnson there, though. Now, since it is opening night, I am going to give my predictions on who I think is going to win tonight. I definitely think the Lakers get it over the Clippers tonight. No Paul George for the first couple games of the season for the Clippers. That's going to hurt them, even though they're still going to be a stout defensive team. I like the Lakers in this game. And then I got the Pelicans actually winning opening night as well. I know that they don't have Zion, like I already said, but I think Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, all these guys, first game in New Orleans, they want to show out as a Pelican. And I think that they're going to end up on top, though. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think about the topic channel and the idea about the whole Around the NBA thing. Any other specific video topics y'all want me to cover, that'd be great. Please leave a thumbs up, a comment down below, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much, and I'm out.